Time to Shine Today podcast varsity squad. This is Scott Ferguson. I got a little treat with my good friend, Kim Brady from the left coast. She's out in California. But an ironic thing is we were actually at Western Michigan University together at the same time. We were just off camera and off mic here talking about places that we used to go up and under, like places on West Edge. It was such a fun time. And she is a rock star coach that levels up a lot of the business side of things. And her business is Kim Brady Business Coaching. And by helping her clients plan, organize, and identify a game plan for achieving their goals by fostering individual performance for growth based on customized coaching and uncovering blind spots and removing self-doubt, her clients and her build a long-term relationship to navigate the rough waters of business ownership with her by their side. She will help you orchestrate the blueprint of your life and business on your own terms. It's with Kim, it's always we before me. She wants you to find your ripple. She wants to work together so you can use the skills and talents to live your life out loud. And Kim, thank you so much for coming on. Please introduce yourself to the Time to Shine Today podcast varsity squad. But first, what's your favorite color and why?
Thank you so much for having me, Scott. It's a pleasure to meet you and reminisce a little bit about being a Bronco way back when. And my favorite color is green, emerald green. Yeah.
Emerald green. Okay.
Yes, because it reminds me of the ocean. I'm an ocean kid, a water kid. And I could not handle being landlocked in Colorado for too long. And Michigan was way too cold. So coming back home and the ocean, you know, the ebbs and flows, it's a metaphor for life. So green for sure.
I'm looking at the Atlantic right now. I'm blessed.
Nice.
I moved out of the mitten myself and I got the Atlantic Ocean on my right side here. And I like to keep her there. You know, It kind of gives me energy. And I was in her this morning with my pit bull on the paddleboard. So I really appreciate you coming on. So Kim, let's get you a little story, a little background about where you maybe started and leveled up into coaching and helping other people really level up and live their life out loud.
I think that it's really hard to really realize all of the skill sets that we have. And when you think about leveling up and you think about helping other people, it's all a culmination from your life and your experience. And I was a soccer player growing up. My athletic identity has always guided me. And I also came out in college while I was playing soccer and came out as a lesbian. And so being able to identify with other people, I just knew I needed to resonate with others in some way. I used to be a family therapist. Then I left that field. I used to work with abused and neglected children and left that field. Then I went into sales, left that field, built my own company, sold my company 2 days before COVID smashed the world closed. And then I was doing small business entrepreneurship, helping other small business owners while I was doing that because they needed assistance. They want like, how did you do that? And so kind of this culmination and trifecta of my hugely empathetic side of being a therapist, my sales and business background and entrepreneurship. And people were asking me, how did you build that company? And I said, all because of soccer. I just use athletic and soccer principles to help me build my company. And people had asked me to help them do the same thing. So that's really kind of how I got into this over the past couple of years. And now I'm doing public speaking and I speak on all kinds of issues, entrepreneurship, LGBTQ advocacy, et cetera. So, you know, it's kind of a trifecta and a culmination of my life.
So soccer, huh? So It's funny, when I was young as a wrestler and a baseball player, and I really hated soccer. I was like, there's just people running around kicking a ball. And this is the thing. Now, in full disclosure, like I'm packing my bags to go to watch a Premier League game next year, right? So what really did it for me, Kimmy, is that I have you look at a TV back in the day when you'd watch Pele or something like that, the camera's only focused on him kicking the ball. Now it has this wide screen, so you can see the strategy, like you can see in basketball, the triangle offense, stuff like that. So like soccer really got me hooked. Now I have down here in South Florida where I live is such a melting pot, right? Literally my next door neighbor is like the conduit for Columbia soccer. Okay. It trains a lot of his Colombian players here, and then they go back there and kick everyone's ass. Yeah. So, but it's just like the strategy. Let's talk a little bit about what you found from soccer to really help you level up your life and be able to pay that forward into other people's lives that might not even know about sports or soccer. What skills did you get?
Well, I think the thing it wasn't just the skills, it was what I was craving, what I was missing from no longer competing at an elite level. I was missing team. And that was something that was gone in the corporate arena, and that competitive cauldron of sales and all these things. And you realize it's just this cutthroat dynamic. And I was missing that feeling of team. And sport in general is all about discipline. It's all about practice. It's all about making mistakes and moving forward. It's all about mentorship and coaching. You cannot win a game in soccer by yourself. Sure. It fully is just completely translatable to business. You can't do it by yourself. No matter how much you're a CEO or you built a company and, I'm the face of my old company, et cetera. And then as I got employees, it went from me to we. And I created Team LBC. My company's name was Little Bit Cleaning. Little Bit was one of my nicknames from soccer. And, it was like, yeah, every little bit counts, every little bit that we do. You mentioned, thank you for being on time. On time is crucial to running a company. The respect that you have for someone else's time, those things, and the discipline of being on time to practice, on time to matches, sticking it out until the whistle's blown. You right. Don't quit. I think those are really big keys to business and entrepreneurship for sure.
Love that. So what do you think makes a great coach?
Empathy and listening to what your client or your kiddo or your mentee or your student or whomever. Ultimately, coaching is being a teacher. And it's not necessarily that you have all the answers, is right. That you're providing and holding space for this person to get to where they want to go. My job is to help them in that process, yes. Is to align their goals with their actions and right. Holding them accountable. Yes. But also supporting them and holding their hand and saying they can do it. Giving them a little bit of belief when they feel fearful. I think that's the fundamental. Coach. Yeah, that's coaching.
You sound a lot like me and how I handle a lot of my clients. I unless it has to do with real estate, I don't consult. I coach. Exactly. I actually see that light bulb go off over their head while I'm asking them powerful questions. You like you just said, listening with your neck, like getting in on them and all the senses of listening. I appreciate you saying that. So if I'm out at a networking event, Kim, and I am pressing flesh, meeting people, and I like to just, God gave me one mouth and two ears for a reason, and I'm listening. What kind of things might they be saying that would make them a good referral, contact, or connection for Kim Brady business consultant?
I love transition. We can't do the same thing over and over and over for years and years anymore. We have short attention spans. And so often, a lot of my clients are former athletes. It's kind of how this happened. They found this resonance of, I get you, Kim. I understand this sport thing. And when we leave our sport at a high level, we're lost at times. Like I mentioned, I was just kind of going through these motions at times, and hearing and listening for someone who's not really happy where they are and they want to shift, but they're fearful. Fear keeps people stuck. Mm-hmm. And how do you unlock that fear to move them forward and take actionable steps toward that goal that they want? Like, we have one life, one body, one chance. So why stay stuck? I love that your whole focus is level up. Absolutely. Level up. Take that chance on yourself. If you're not going to bet on yourself, no one else will.
Love that.
So if you're listening to that, like, fear, and I don't know how to do this, I don't have the experience. I didn't either. I've never taken a business class, and I built a company and sold it. So it's like, you have to just be willing to learn and change that mindset of being fearful of being a beginner. You're not a beginner. You're starting from your experience. You're not a brand new baby who just popped out the womb, right? We have things and skills that are adaptable, and we can place them wherever we want. I love transition.
You can mold those people. It's almost like during transition, their brain becomes mush in a sense, and they're looking for that spark. So when you're on a one-on-one, maybe discovery period, and you're looking to kind of like see if you're even going to really take them on as a client, or they're going to take you on as a coach, is there any good question that you wish they would ask you during that discovery period, but never do?
How long did it take you to really get established? Because oftentimes people see these get rich quick ideas. They think influencers are amazing, and all of a sudden they go to 7 figures in, 2 seconds in 2 months, that kind of thing. And I couldn't care less how old someone is. I learn from younger people all the time. I learn from older people all the time. Age has nothing to do with it. It's intensity. It's purposeful living. It's, how long did it take you? It takes as long as it takes, period.
I love that.
I can't give someone a finite time frame of when their success is going to take off. Some people have taken off faster than I did, right?
Right.
Other people, they're like, Kim, you shot up like how did you get to 6 figures in less than 12 months? I had no other choice. It's not an option. It's like, you just have to have that discipline. And my friends laugh at me because I was never in the military, but they were like, you would have been all right in the military. Like you
probably would have killed it. I would have went to war with it anytime.
Well, I love my friends who are military. You guys are amazing. And one of my strategists that I had on my board of directors, my internal board of directors is ex-military. He's a retired lieutenant colonel from the Air Force.
Wow.
And, I always talk to people who had better skill sets than me.
Sure.
And I think that's,
who
do you align with? I align with people smarter than me. I align with people better than me who've done it, you know?
And you're not afraid to get your asking gear, meaning like you ask the questions, even from younger people, because sometimes just their outlook on things, you see that they're making it. And it's like, you and I are like an overnight success that took 15, 20 years. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it was such a quick time in 10 years, right? 15 years,
and it's like your therapist, your sales, your soccer. It's like, just like me, it was like, my sports when I was younger, and then military, and then getting mentored by just some beasts of people that really did it, but it took time, So let me ask you something. Speaking of time, have you seen the movie Back to the Future?
Oh, of course.
All right.
We're a product of that period of time. Yeah.
Yes, we are. And Squad, she looks amazing, and we're the same age, so me and her do something right. I'm just kidding. But anyway,
I have good genes.
Yeah, let's get in that DeLorean with Marty McFly. Okay, let's go back to the double deuce, the 22-year-old.
Oh gosh, the 22-year-old at Western.
There you go, baby. What knowledge nuggets? That's what we call them here at Time to Shine today. Would you drop on the 22-year-old Kim to maybe help her level up, break through, or shorten that learning curve just a little bit?
Quit sooner what you don't like.
Oh, that's strong. It's strong. And would she have listened?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Yes.
She probably would have. The Scott at that age, I wouldn't have. But,
I was getting my master's degree, and I had some really powerful professors that really challenged me a lot. So I was in a really good space of being that student. So I think of who I was then. I was pretty ornery at times, but we all are at 22. But, staying stuck, I did that for a while, which is why I'm so focused now on not staying in a stuck place.
Sure.
Using those actionable things. So don't stay stuck,
Right. I love it. Was it the Hayworth or the Howard Business School there? I forget. It's been 25 years. So did you go to the business school?
I don't know, because I was in the psych department.
Oh, you're in the psych. That's right. You said that.
I didn't take a business class. I was studying all kinds of other things, learning how to diagnose people and that kind of stuff.
Gotcha. So how do you want Kim's dash remembered? That little line in between your incarnation date and your expiration date, your life date and death date on your tombstone. Hopefully that's way far in the future, but how do you
I plan to live to be 100. I got things to do, sir. I'm not even halfway there yet.
Got it. So how do you want that dash remembered?
That I'm kind.
Okay.
Yeah. That I want others to succeed, and that I make a wicked Italian pasta, because I was taught that from my grandma. So yeah, I kept the legacy going.
So let me ask you something then. Where in Brady is the Paisan? Is it?
I know my mom's the full-blooded first generation.
Okay. What was her last name? Do you mind saying?
Yeah, Conte, Conte.
Yep, she's absolutely. Yep. All those people that end with. I live on the east side of Florida, and so our migration is from New York, Philly, Boston. So we get a lot of the Nardinis and the Giacalonis and stuff. I love it. I love it. So, what keeps you up at night?
My brain. It just never stops.
Right.
I have to force myself to go to bed, and I have to do meditations, and I can't read business books past like 6 o'clock. Otherwise my brain just.
You and I were like separated. What month were you born? Just curious.
I'm a Scorpio, November.
Okay. So I'm about 10 months older. Okay. So we were like kind of separated. Because I'm the same way, man. It's like at night I have to watch kind of like something that has nothing to do with leveling up my business. I'm very guarded about what I let in my brain, but I'll throw on like a Law and Order or something just to like, okay, this is stupid. It's fun, it's entertaining, and I'll leave it there.
Yeah, I read murder mysteries
there
at
you
night.
Go. I'm a lawyer novel guy.
Yeah, I'll read a murder mystery and a novel, and
okay.
I have like this library. I spend most of my money on books. It's ridiculous. And I have this thing and it's all business stuff. I'm like, oh my God, dude, you have to read something that's not business related right now, not coaching related. Like take a second. I laughed at myself yesterday. I finally sat on my porch and put my little, I have a little tabletop little fire pit, and I lit it and I realized, oh my gosh, I haven't been out here just chilling with my cat for months. Like slow your roll, Brady.
Dude,
sit down.
I love it.
Take a moment, and yeah.
I love that. So what do you think people misunderstand the most about Kim?
That my intensity is not intimidating.
Okay.
I get told often that I'm intimidating, which I find really strange because I'm actually painfully shy. Like I can talk to a person one-on-one all day long, but to walk into a networking room and try to quote unquote work the room is not me. I'm the kid that'll stand on the side and observe for a long time. And then if I get to talk with someone, I go deeper, I go home. Right. So even though I'm an intense person, it's because I care about what I'm listening to with you, which is also why I think I feel that I'm a good coach, because I genuinely have such an intense want and curiosity of others. So I don't feel intimidating. And other people have told me that I'm intimidating, and I find that really bizarre.
It just comes from the athlete and the way you carry yourself. I get the same. I'm 6'1", I'm 260, and I'm pretty well put together. So when I walk in, people are like, "Well," and then I'm the guy that gives hugs. Again, I'm on the East Coast of Florida, right? And they're all from they want their space. I'm the guy that's like, Midwest guys here. Give me some love. I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
So
I'm tiny. That hence the nickname Little Bit. I was 5'4" and weighed nothing. I was 100 pounds soaking wet. I graduated. I mean, I went to college at 110 pounds. I was so excited I could donate blood for the first time. I'm 17.
I love it.
So yeah. So that's why I was like, my mom's like, "You're Mighty Mouse. Just chill out. You're Mighty Mouse. It's fine." Yeah.
So let's take out of this equation family and anything electronic. No computers, no tablets, no computer. I said that laptops, no cell phone, nothing other than family and those electronic things. What are 3 things that Kim can't live without?
My cat.
Okay.
Or other animals. I'm a huge animal lover.
Okay.
My friends and family, obviously. And I can't not have soccer in my life.
Okay.
Yeah. I've got to watch it. I've got to celebrate my friends who play it, who coach it. I coach kids. I coach a couple teams. I still keep my toe in the water, try to pass the torch of passion of loving the game.
I love it. I love it. And you do. In squad, we are going to take my good friend, Kim Brady here, business coach, kick ass, everything, through our Leveling Up lightning round, just as soon as we get back from thanking our sponsors and affiliates. Time to shine today, podcast varsity squad. We are back with my awesome sauce, Little Bit, sister from another mister, Miss Kim Brady. And Kim, we have a Leveling Up lightning round. You and I literally could talk an hour on each one of these questions.
I know. I'm sure.
5 seconds, with no explanations. And we'll have a bell ringing if you do. And I'm just kidding. But seriously, we're going to rock through these questions really quick because I want to see how you really think. Okay?
Okay.
Here we go. Let's level up. What's the best leveling up advice Kim's ever received?
Get stuck in.
Yes. Share one of your personal habits that contributes to your success.
I wear perfume every day.
There you go. Love it. Other than KimBradyBusinessCoaching.com and, of course, Time to Shine Today.com, a shameless plug, what website does Kim go to level up?
Oh, websites? Goodness. 5 seconds.
Google. Google's your website today.
Thank you. Sorry. Okay. I don't go to websites.
You're good. So if you see me walking down the street, you're like, man, Fergie looks like he's in his doldrums, just not really feeling it. What book are you handing me?
Year of Yes by Shonda Rhimes.
Love it. Love it. What's your most commonly used emoji when you text?
A blue heart.
Love it. Don't lie to me on this one. It has to be quick, but if you could stay one age physically for the rest of your life, keep the knowledge you've garnered and continue to gain knowledge physically, what age would you stay? And don't lie.
35.
Thank you for putting a 3 on the front of that. Nicknames growing up. Well, you little bit was. Okay. New Year's resolution.
Them, yeah. I don't have them.
Me too. Chess or checkers?
Checkers.
Thank you for saying that. Favorite charity and organization like to give your time or money to?
Elephants. Save the elephants.
Thank you. Love it. Beautiful creatures. Last question. You can elaborate on this one. You better answer it a certain way or else you and I are going to
Ruh-roh.
Words. But what's the best decade of music? 60s, 70s, 80s, or 90s?
Late 80s.
There you go. Thank you very much. We grew up in the big care, don't care. We had it
late
all,
80s.
Man. Love it, love it, love it. So, Kim, how can we find you, love?
KimBradyBusinessCoaching.com is my main website. LinkedIn, I'm on that almost every day. And people can just email me, Kim at Little Bit Cleaning. Kim at KimBradyBusinessCoaching.com. They both work, but I no longer have the other company. Kim at KimBradyBusinessCoaching.com.
Beautiful. And Squad, we'll have all of those in the show notes. I did notice a pop-up. She offers a free consultation on there. So make sure you go over, now that we're towards the end of the podcast interview, go over there and visit KimBradyCoaching.com. And Kim, do me one last solid and leave us with one last knowledge nugget we can take with us, internalize, and take action on.
Bet on yourself.
Love it.
Truly, bet on yourself. No one else is going to if you don't believe in yourself.
I love it. And Squad, we literally had a free masterclass with my awesome sauce. Again, sister from another mister, nicknamed Little Bit. You know, if you're in a transition and you're looking to level up and stay focused, then you're maybe feeling a little fearful, let us make a warm introduction to Kim. She's a great coach. She has empathy and fantastic listening skills. You know, she metaphors a lot of things to sports because you have to be disciplined. You have to practice. You have to make mistakes. When you fail, you fail forward. And if you're failing forward, that's a great thing. And Kim will help you navigate that part. You know, if you talk to a coach in the discovery period, ask them how long did it take you to get where you're at, and then base a timeline on that. But don't go in with open expectations because Kim's going to help you level up to the area that you want to be. And she's a person that lives purposeful with tons of intensity, and she wants you to do the same. And if you're young and you're not really into, or even if you're older and you're really not into what your passion is, quit sooner. You know, don't do what you don't like. Get unstuck, as she would say. You know, she's going to be remembered as someone that was kind and wanted others to succeed, but also someone that makes a wicked pasta. You know, she is somebody that you might think is intense and intimidating, but really she's not. She's just a fantastic listener, and she's earned her varsity letter here at Time to Shine today. She levels up her health. She levels up her wealth. I'm so blessed to know her, and I'm losing sound here, but I will fix that. We'll edit that part out. But she's just somebody that I can't wait to collaborate with more in the future. And Kim, thank you so much for coming on. I love your guts.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you.
You're welcome. Talk soon.
You bet.